It's Story Time Tea, that's me, and today I'm here to tell you a story about how I ran into my first love as an adult. Okay, before I even start the story off, being in love and just loving somebody, two different things. I know y'all know this, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. So this is not the man that I fell in love with. This is just the first person I've ever loved. Okay? So, basically, I'm going to tell y'all background information before I tell y'all what happened. So, I met this man when I was 12. I was 12. I think he was 14 because it was like a 2-year age difference. And so, that's how it was. Met him at the park in like one of my old neighborhoods. It was like his grandmother lived over there, so he was there for the summer, and we met each other, and we was like, oh my gosh, I love you. And so like we had like this off and on relationship from like age 12 to age 17. It's just like his family situation consistently changed. So it was like, you know, he kind of bounced around a little bit, and you know, I'm not doing no long distance relationship. I don't care how old I am. So yeah, we would just break up and then not be together, and then we would run into each other, and then we'd be together, and then, you know, that's how it ended up being. I think we was like boyfriend and girlfriend like 3 times during that like 5-year span or whatever like that. But it was always something going on with him, and I just tried to be there for him because I'm just like, I would want somebody to be there for me. So like, I don't want nobody to ever feel alone. So I'm just like, yo, you need me, I'm here, whatever. Cool. So that's how it was. And as I said, he was my first love. He was like my first kiss, my first for like a lot of stuff. It was him. And it was like our families was like cool with each other, and my mother loved him, whatever. Love. Everything's great. But like, I think when we were like both in high school, it was like some stuff going on with him, and then he ended up forming this relationship with somebody he shouldn't have formed this relationship with, and that kind of made us like separate a little bit, because I was just like, bro, what is going on? So yeah, we stopped talking, but I met back up with him by accident, because we would just randomly run into each other because the city is so small. And so one day I was like coming back from seeing one of my friends or something, and he was going to meet one of his friends or something, and we had ran into each other, and I'm just like, hey. He's like, oh my goodness, it's the love of my life. And I'm just like, yes, it's me. And so we ended up hanging out, and we like went to go get something to eat, and then he was like, oh yeah, remember my old best friend? Yeah, he works at this place down the street, or that's who I was about to meet, so let's go over there. So then I went with him to go see his old best friend, and to go see his little brother. And so we was in there, we was talking, everything's great. I'm like, yay, I love you, I miss y'all, like, oh my goodness. And then everybody's like, Tisha, and I'm like, people. And so like everything was good. And so after that, we kindled or whatever. And so we started being friends or whatever. Not like relationship type things, we just started being friends. And so it was like, my whole life I've been writing a star in between my first name and my last name. I don't know if you ever seen me write my name. That's just what I do. I've been doing that since I was like in 3rd grade. So that's just what I do. So he would always call me Star, or my name was Star inside his phone, whatever. And that's how it would be. Once we started talking again, that's when he just started telling me things about his life, and that's where I realized this whole situation is just insane. So he was just like, when we were in high school, he ended up moving in with his guidance counselor. Yes, I said what I said. So he moved in with his white lady guidance counselor, and then they ended up having a relationship. And after that, like, they stayed together. And so at that point in time, when I was in the restaurant with him and his brother and his best friend, they were together. Okay? And so I was just like, well, tell me more, because this isn't fucking insane. And so we talked about it. Details. It was insane. The more he told me about it, the more I was just like, you need help. And so I'm like, save this boy, save this man. This is insane. Wow, wow, wow. So then we like separated. And we still was talking and everything like that. Some weeks went past or whatever. And we ended up meeting up. And I don't know why I can't be downtown with anybody, but apparently I can't be downtown with anybody because if I'm downtown with somebody is going to pull up on me. Because we downtown and we're literally just walking. We're like shot tower type shit. And we're walking down the street and we're not holding hands or nothing like that. As I said, this was really on some friendship. Like at this point in time, I think I might have even been in a relationship with somebody else. I don't even remember. But yeah. Shorty just pulled up in her car and was like, get in the car. And I'm just like, who is that? And he was like, oh, that's Shorty. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, how did she know you out here? And he was like, yeah, earlier when you heard that like little bing or whatever, that was like the little find my thing. And so I guess like she found my phone. And so now she know like that I'm down here. And did she see me with you? So she probably mad for real. And I'm just like, why are you being so lackadaisical about this shit? She just pulled up on us and we outside. And she just pulled up on us. Go to the car. And he was just like, well, I don't really have to go to the car. Like, we can continue to hang out because I could just tell her to go home because I don't even know why she here. Like, I didn't even do anything. I'm like, bro, it don't even matter if you did anything or not. She mad, so you just gotta leave. Like, I'm just like, she's mad and you just gotta leave. Because at this point, I'm part of the problem and I don't want to be part of the problem. So, gone. And so he's just like, all right. She looked like she better get out of the car. I'm going to just go ahead. He's like, I'm going to text you. I'm like, please don't. And so he left. He got in the car with her. She sped off like she was about to run them over the cliff. And I'm like, baby, I hope you okay because this is insane. So then he like texted me. He just like, yeah, she's just a little over dramatic for real. I'm just like, okay, like, is y'all gonna solve these problems? Like, you gonna be good? Like, are you safe? Like, are you okay? I mean, you clearly not safe, but like, is you safe though? Like, physically and mentally, emotionally, you fucked up in the crib, but like, physically, are you okay? And so he's just like, yeah, everything cool. I'm like, all right, Joe. And so he like didn't text me the whole rest of the day, and then like the next day he texted me, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. And so we get to talking again, and then he's just like, yeah, I'm about to move out of her place. I'm about to get my own place because I'm really just trying to leave her. Like, she's so, like, manipulative and da-da-da. And I'm just like, well, she was your guidance counselor. And she somehow got you to move in with her and become her lover. So, I'm like, you're a victim. Like, you're a victim. Like, you need to get out of this situation. It's not negotiable. It's not, like, debatable. Like, it ain't like you like, oh, well, if I do this, then, like, no. It was actually illegal that she did that. like, how old were you? Were you 16? Were you 15, 17? What was the age? Because I know she was, like, 25 or, like, older, okay? So it was illegal. I'm like, you need some help. Somebody should have saved you. You should have talked to somebody about this. Like, decisions were made that shouldn't have been made. And, like, you definitely is a victim. Special victim unit. Like, that's where you should have been at. You should have been in the SVU because she's a criminal. So, I'm just like, yeah, you definitely need to get your own place. He get his own place, whatever. Then she ended up being like, oh, my father's dying. I really need you to be here for me. Like, da-da-da. I'm like, bruh, somebody always gonna be dying. Or it's always gonna be some threats. Or it's always gonna be a baby. Or something. Like, people like that, they don't just let you go. They gonna keep on trying to find a reason to pull you back in. Bro, your relationship started off wrong, so it's always gonna be wrong. It started off wrong, so it's always gonna be wrong. You can't do fucked up shit at the beginning of a relationship and just think shit gonna be sweet. No, the universe is not having it. God not having it. Whoever you think is in charge of all of the things, they're not letting that shit slide. So like, I'm trying to let you know, like, it's not gonna work. I'm just like, she literally made you into a victim starting your relationship off. So this shit not gonna work. You got to get out of there. And so he's just like, well, I'm just gonna be there for her because she was there for me in my time of need. And I'm just like, bro, that's how she got you. She tricked you. You a fool, you a pawn. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, I don't even know. Like, I'm like, all right, be there for her because her dad is dying. I promise you this is going to lead y'all into being together again. And what did it do? Just what the fuck I said. So, they ended up getting back together. I think, like, they moved back in together and everything like that. And then, like, soon after, like, me and him stopped talking for, like, a couple of months or something like that. Soon after that, soon as I started talking to him again, he was just like, I'm ready to be a dad. And I was like, you ready to be a who? You ready to be a who to a what? I'm like, bruh, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry for your loss because, like, what? I can't even say anything. Like, what am I even about to do? Like, we cannot help you at this point. Like, it's a lost cause at this point. Like, she really got you, and it's really nothing that anybody can do. Like, you're a dad now to her little white baby, and y'all gonna be together forever because you got this 16-year tie, 18-year, 21 life. like you got this lifetime, my guy. So I'm just like, bro, like, it's really nothing you could do at this point. You're never getting rid of her. Like, even if y'all not gonna be together, she gonna be there because y'all got a baby. So I don't know. And I'm just like, you know, all the signs were there from the very beginning that you shouldn't have been with her. But at that point in time, I think, like, you were too young to realize that you was a victim. And I think you realized a little too late. And you was all stuck. You was all stuck and you could have got out of that. But I think you just needed more people in your corner and it just did not work out for you. And I'm like, I'm sorry I couldn't be there. Because I don't know. This is insane. And I feel like maybe if you would have told this story, to somebody else, they really could have did something. But you telling me when you already 4 years deep, I'm just like, my poor baby. So, like, y'all, I don't know. I just felt like it was absolutely insane. Especially when, like, he would be trying to, like, talk to me, like, while he with this white woman that, like, is always trying to get pregnant by him. Because she was trying to get pregnant by him before she even got pregnant by him. Like, months before, he was just like, yeah, she was trying to talk about something. She want a baby. It's time for her to get a baby. Like, she in those years where she need to hurry up and have a baby or da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, that means run. That means get away from there because you don't want to be having a baby with her, so you probably should leave. But, you know, all of the tricks and gadgets, you know, got his ass. So, you know, I hope that he's happy now. And I hope that his baby is very healthy. And I hope that she isn't as manipulative as she started this relationship out being. And, you know, I hope that they can, like, have a good relationship whether they're together or not. And, you know, she doesn't continue to victimize him the way she did in the past. And I really ain't got shit else for you. I really ain't got nothing else for you. But yeah, he was my first love and I really appreciated everything that he brought into my life and I just wish him the best and I just hope that it work out. It seemed kind of crazy, but you know, I just hope that it work out for him because I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I don't know. I feel like be friends with your friends. Be friends with your friends. Make sure, you know, you really tell them that you love them and really show up for them. Like, be there all the way. Don't just, you know, don't just love them inside. Show that shit. Like really be there for your friends. Really make sure that you know what's going on in their life because somebody should have stopped this from happening. Somebody should have been there. Somebody should have stopped this from happening. But they didn't. And this is his life now. I'm pretty sure he feel like he might have chose to do a lot of these things, but we all know how it is when a grown-ass person is talking to a small tadpole. They know what they doing. They talking to the tadpole for a reason. They talking to them for a reason. They can't get anybody their own age. Nobody wants them. And they talking to this tadpole because they don't know no better and they will be more dependent than somebody their own age. That is it. That is it. So, you know, the moral of the story is love your friends and be there for them because if not, they could possibly end up impregnating a refrigerator bit white woman that is 7-10 years older than them. We don't want that for our friends. We want them to be with non-manipulative people that are close in age with them, or at least people that just love them. At least. Not people that's trying to get over on them, okay? Or force them to do things they don't want to do. Don't let your friends be a victim. Help them niggas. Help them. Help them. That's the moral of the story. Help your friends. That's the moral of the story, okay? So, for me, story time Tish. The tea is over. Peace and love.